Hi everyone! Welcome back to Online Study Buddy. So today, sa video natin, we're gonna be answering questions related sa last video, which is a lesson on percentage, base, and rate. So for our first item, we are to identify the percentage, base, and rate for the following. So yung una nating item is 25 is 2.5% of 1,000. So if you remember, the percentage is associated with the word is, and yung base associated with the word of. Lastly, yung rate, siya yung may percent sign. So for this item, 25 is associated with the word is, therefore 25 is our percentage. Yung 2.5% is our rate, and yung 1,000 is our base. Remember na yung base, yun yung whole na pinag-uusapan sa problem. So, yung next item, 20% of 2,550 is 510. So, yung 20%, since meron siyang percent sign, it is the rate. Yung 2,550 is associated with the word of, therefore 2,550 is our base. Lastly, yung 510, yun naman yung ating percentage. So next, what is 60% of 250? So draw ulit natin yung PBR triangle. And ang hinahanap natin sa problem na to is yung percentage. So to be able to solve for the percentage, we multiply the base times the rate. So our formula is 250 times 0.6. So yung 0.6, convert lang natin yung percent form into decimal form by moving 2 decimal places to the left. So let's solve this. 250 times 0.6. 0 times 6 is 0. 5 times 6 is 30. And then 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3, 15. So, since meron tayong isang decimal place, our final answer will be 150. So, yung letter A yung final answer. So, yung next item natin is 540 is what percent of 150? So, since 540 is associated with the word is, 540 yung ating percentage. And then yung 150, yun yung ating base since it is associated with the word of. Ang hinahanap natin is yung rate. So as we can see, mas malaki yung percentage kaysa dun sa base. So ang masasolve nating rate is greater than 100%. So now let's solve for the rate. Our rate is equal to 540, which is our percentage, divided by the base, which is 150. So, mas-simplify natin to as 54 over 15. Now, let's proceed with dividing these numbers. So, 54 divided by 15 is 3. And then multiply 15 by 3, we get 45. Yung difference naman ng dalawang numbers na to will be 9, and then since mas maliit na yung ating dividend kaysa sa divisor, we add a decimal place. 90 divided by 15 is 6. So our rate is 3.6. But since we have to express this as a percent, we have to multiply it by 100. So our final answer will be 360%. So our next item is 18 over 4 is equal to what? So we have to express 18 over 4 in percent form. So yung 18 over 4, since they have the common factor of 2, we can cancel this and simplify this fraction as 9 over 2. Now let's proceed with dividing these numbers. So 9 divided by 2 is 4. Then multiply 4 times 2 equals 8. Get the difference. It is 1. And then, since mas maliit na yung dividend kasi sa divisor, we add a decimal place. And then 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the answer is 4.5, but since we have to express this in percent form, let's multiply it by 100, and our final answer will be 450%. Next, we have 150 is 75% of what number? So sa problem na to, ang hinahanap natin is yung base. Our percentage is 150 while our rate is 75%. So to be able to solve for the base based sa PBR triangle, we have to divide the percentage divided by the rate. So we have 150 over 0.75. But if you remember, 75% is also 3/4. So pwede natin ilagay 150 over 3/4. And then proceed with dividing these fractions. So ang mangyayari, i-multiply natin yung reciprocal ng 3/4 sa 150. So 150 times 4 over 3. Pwede natin i-cancel yung 3. And then, masisimplify natin yung 150 to 50. So, ang literal equation is 50 times 4. 50 times 4, so multiply natin 0, 20. So, ang final answer natin is 200. So, for our next problem, we have 45 is 120% of what number? So, ang rate natin sa problem nito is 120%. And to express this in decimal form, we will move 2 decimal places to the left. So, it is equal to 1.2. Yung 45 naman, siya yung ating percentage. So, to solve for the base, let's divide 45 divided by 1.2. So, solve natin siya. 45 divided by 1.2. So, we move natin yung decimal place to the right and then proceed with 45 divided by 12. So, we have 3. Then, multiply this equals to 36 and then get the difference. We get 9 and then bring down the 0. So, 90 divided by 12 is 7. 7 times 12 is 84. We get the difference, which is 6. And then bring down the 0. So 60 divided by 12 is 5. So our base is 37.5. Next, we have what is 75% of 1/6. So ang rate natin is 75%. And yung base natin is 1/6. So, ang hinahanap natin sa problem na to is the percentage. So, if you can recall, 75% is also 3/4. So, knowing this, we know na yung formula natin is 1/6 times 3/4. Then, we can cancel 3 and 6. Then, magiging 1 and 2 na lang siya. And then, let's proceed with multiplying it. So, 1 times 1 is equal to 1 over 2 times 4. 8. So, final answer natin is D, 1/8. So, ngayon naman, let's try word problems. So, our first word problem is 25% of Jason's salary was spent on his house rent. If his rent is 5,000 pesos, what is his salary? So, yung 25%, yun daw yung ginastos ni Jason sa house rent. Yung 25%, yun yung ating rate. And then yung rent niya is 5,000 pesos. Ang hinahanap natin is yung salary ni Jason. So yung salary, yun yung whole. And part of it is 5,000 pesos na ginastos niya sa rent. Therefore, ang hinahanap natin is the base. So based on the PBR triangle, para mahanap yung base, we have to divide the percentage divided by the rate. So, ang 25%, we can also write this as 1/4. Therefore, ang ating formula is 5,000 divided by 1/4. And then, multiply natin yung reciprocal ng 1/4 to 5,000. So we have 5,000 times 4. And so to solve this, we simply multiply 5 times 4. So we have 20 and then just copy the number of zeros. So ating final answer is Jason's salary is 20,000 pesos. So for our last word problem, John took an exam and got 30 correct and 20 incorrect answers. What percent of the answers did he get correctly? So, ang hinahanap natin is yung percent of correct answers. So, ang missing variable natin is the rate. So, susulat natin yung mga given. So, we have 30 correct answers and 20 na incorrect. So, to find the base or the total number of items, we will add the correct and the incorrect items. So, 30 plus 20 is equal to 50. So, 50 yung ating total number of items, and this is our base. So, to be able to find the rate, we will divide the percentage divided by the base. So, ang percentage na gagamitin natin is yung percentage of correct answers. So, we have 30 divided by 50. We can simplify this to 3/5. And then let's proceed in dividing this. So, 3 divided by 5. So, since mas maliit yung dividend, we add a 0, a decimal place. And then 30 divided by 5 is 6. So, our rate is 0.6. And it is equal to 60%. So, ang final answer natin is A, 60%. So, that's it for our lesson on percentage, base, and rate. Sana madami kayong natutunan. Please do look forward to the next videos that we will be uploading. Also, please feel free to comment down below if you have any other questions regarding this lecture. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.